స్టార్ట్ అయితే ఇంకా ఒక 5 minutes
స్టార్ట్ అయింది. అందుకే నువ్వు స్టాండ్ మీద పెట్టేసుకొని ఇక్కడ నుంచే కవర్ చేసుకో. లైవ్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది.
5 minutes మీన్స్ టిఫిన్ కన్నా వెళ్ళొస్తాను.
చేయలేదా?
చేయలేదు అందుకే.
సరే ఒక పని చేయను, కొంచెం వెనక్కి పెట్టేసి కెమెరా అంటే ముందరికన్నా పెట్టేసి లాంగ్ ఫ్రేమ్ పెట్టేసి మళ్ళీ ఎవరైనా వస్తారేమో ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకో. అది అడ్డం వస్తుందా
పిల్లలు అడ్డం వస్తుంది.
మళ్ళీ ఎవరైనా కూర్చుంటే వస్తావు కదా నువ్వు అంటే అట్లా పెట్టేసి లాక్ చేసి అదే నీకు కాకుండా అట్లా లాక్ చేసేసి సార్ ఏం లేదు సార్ ఒకటే ఆల్రెడీ ఇంతకుముందు అక్కడ పోయి తీసేసి కొంచెం ఒక 20 seconds తేడా ఉంటుంది.
I'm going to start the program very shortly. Everything is set. Guest has already arrived. We request you all to get tuned and stay. Thank you.
జరిగే ఈ యూనిక్ ఆర్ట్ ఎగ్జిబిషన్ కి సంబంధించి ప్రీ లాంచ్ ఈవెంట్ బంజారా హిల్స్ లోని వెంకటగడ్డ ఫ్యాషన్ స్టూడియోలో లాంచ్ చేశారు. ఈ ఆర్ట్ షోకి నటి నేషనల్ అవార్డు విన్నర్ సంధ్యారాజు చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ గా హాజరవుతారు.
Each painting has its own poem. So I also write poetry. So each painting of a poem. So each painting is sort of, whenever someone buys it, they can get the painting along with the artwork, or they see an artwork but they don't understand what lies beneath, what is the story beneath the painting. So I think that the writing and the poem, it adds a lot to the painting because it gives them an understanding of what the artist is actually.
ఈ నెల 6న కళాకృతి ఆర్ట్ గ్యాలరీలో 36 కళలతో ఆర్ట్ షో ప్రదర్శిస్తున్నట్టు ఆర్టిస్ట్ వెంకటగడ్డం తెలిపారు. వీటిల్లో ప్రతి ఒక్కదానికి పోయమ్స్ ఉంటాయన్నారు. ఇందులో పెయింటింగ్ ఆన్ వాల్, డిజిటల్ కొలైడ్స్, ఫ్యాషన్ ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ లాంటి డిఫరెంట్ మీడియంస్ పై కళను ఎగ్జిబిట్ చేస్తున్నట్టు చెప్పారు. పోయమ్స్, ఆర్ట్స్, ఫ్యాషన్ కలెక్షన్స్ అన్నీ ఒక్కచోటే చూడొచ్చన్నారు ఆర్టిస్ట్ వెంకట్.
కళాకృతి ఆర్ట్ గ్యాలరీ 6th రోజు 6:30 ప్రివ్యూ ఉంది. సో మీరు అందరూ ప్లీజ్ రావాలి అక్కడికి. సో అక్కడ నేను 36 పెయింటింగ్స్ పెడుతున్నా, more than 36 పెయింటింగ్స్ పెడుతున్నా. ఈచ్ పెయింటింగ్ ఒక పోయం ఉంటుంది. పోయంతో పాటు ఫ్యాషన్ కూడా చేస్తాను నేను. సో ఫ్యాషన్ ఇన్స్టలేషన్ కూడా ఉంటుంది అక్కడ. ఇంకా నేను డిజిటల్ కొలాజెస్ కూడా చేస్తున్నా. సో డిజిటల్ కొలాజెస్ కూడా ఉంటాయి. సో చాలా ఆర్ట్కి డిఫరెంట్ మీన్స్ ఆఫ్ క్రియేటివిటీ అన్ని సార్ట్ ఆఫ్ అంబ్రెలా ఉంటుంది అక్కడ. సో ఇట్స్ నాట్ జస్ట్ పెయింటింగ్స్, అక్కడ డ్రాయింగ్స్ ఉంటాయి, పెన్ ఆన్ పేపర్ డ్రాయింగ్స్ ఉంటాయి. There's a lot going on. A little bit about this collection this year it's called Inner Kali is the title for the exhibition. It's basically all my work is inspired by women and the strength. This all is about కొన్ని వాళ్ళని చూస్తే ఇట్స్ లైక్ స్ట్రెంగ్త్ చాలా easily కనపడుతుంది, కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ అండ్ ఆల్ దట్ చాలా ఈజీగా కనపడుతుంది. కానీ I think there's inner strength in each person that we meet. So it's all about the inner hidden strength that all of us show sometimes and we don't show sometimes.
మహిళలు, దేవతా మూర్తులు, హ్యూమన్ లైఫ్ స్టోరీస్ ని ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ గా తీసుకుని పెయింటింగ్స్ చిత్రించినట్టు ఆర్టిస్ట్ వెంకటగడ్డం చెప్పారు. ఆర్ట్ అంటే పెయింటింగ్ ఒక్కటే కాదని, ప్రతి పనిలోనూ కళ ఉంటుందని అభిప్రాయపడ్డారు.
స్టార్ట్ కాలే కదా, ఇది డైరెక్ట్ మేము అప్రోచ్ చేంజ్ చేస్తాం.
ఫ్యాషన్ డిజైనర్ వెంకటగడ్డం తన లేటెస్ట్ ఆర్ట్ వర్క్స్ యూనిక్ ఆర్ట్ ఎగ్జిబిషన్ ఏర్పాటు చేస్తున్నారు. ఇన్నర్ ఖాళీ పేరుతో జరిగే ఈ యూనిక్ ఆర్ట్ ఎగ్జిబిషన్ కి సంబంధించి ప్రీ లాంచ్ ఈవెంట్ బంజారా హిల్స్ లోని వెంకటగడ్డం ఫ్యాషన్ స్టూడియోలో లాంచ్ చేశారు. ఈ ఆర్ట్ షోకి నటి నేషనల్ అవార్డు విన్నర్ సంధ్యారాజు చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ గా హాజరవుతారు.
Each painting has its own poem. I also write poetry. So each painting of a poem. So each painting is sort of, whenever someone buys it, they can get the painting along with the artwork, or they see an artwork but they don't understand what lies beneath, what is the story beneath the painting. So I think that the writing and the poem, it adds a lot to the painting because it gives them an understanding of what the artist is actually.
ఈ నెల 6న కళాకృతి ఆర్ట్ గ్యాలరీలో 36 కళలతో ఆర్ట్ షో ప్రదర్శిస్తున్నట్టు ఆర్టిస్ట్ వెంకటగడ్డం తెలిపారు. వీటిల్లో ప్రతి ఒక్కదానికి పోయమ్స్ ఉంటాయన్నారు. ఇందులో పెయింటింగ్ ఆన్ వాల్, డిజిటల్ కొలైడ్స్, ఫ్యాషన్ ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ లాంటి డిఫరెంట్ మీడియంస్ పై కళను ఎగ్జిబిట్ చేస్తున్నట్టు చెప్పారు. పోయమ్స్, ఆర్ట్స్, ఫ్యాషన్ కలెక్షన్స్ అన్నీ ఒక్కచోటే చూడొచ్చన్నారు ఆర్టిస్ట్ వెంకట్.
కళాకృతి ఆర్ట్ గ్యాలరీ 6th రోజు 6:30 ప్రివ్యూ ఉంది. సో మీరు అందరూ ప్లీజ్ రావాలి అక్కడికి. సో అక్కడ నేను 36 పెయింటింగ్స్ పెడుతున్నా, more than 36 పెయింటింగ్స్ పెడుతున్నా. ఈచ్ పెయింటింగ్ ఒక పోయం ఉంటుంది. పోయంతో పాటు ఫ్యాషన్ కూడా చేస్తాను నేను. సో ఫ్యాషన్ ఇన్స్టలేషన్ కూడా ఉంటుంది అక్కడ. ఇంకా నేను డిజిటల్ కొలాజెస్ కూడా చేస్తున్నా. సో డిజిటల్ కొలాజెస్ కూడా ఉంటాయి. సో చాలా ఆర్ట్కి డిఫరెంట్ మీన్స్ ఆఫ్ క్రియేటివిటీ అన్నీ సార్ట్ ఆఫ్ అంబ్రెలా ఉంటుంది అక్కడ. సో ఇట్స్ నాట్ జస్ట్ పెయింటింగ్స్, అక్కడ డ్రాయింగ్స్ ఉంటాయి, పెన్ ఆన్ పేపర్ డ్రాయింగ్స్ ఉంటాయి. There's a lot going on. A little bit about this collection. This year it's called Inner Kali is the title for the exhibition. It's basically all my work is inspired by women and the strength. This all is about కొన్ని వాళ్ళని చూస్తే ఇట్స్ లైక్ స్ట్రెంగ్త్ చాలా easily కనబడుతుంది, కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ అండ్ ఆల్ దట్ చాలా ఈజీలీ కనబడుతుంది. కానీ I think there's inner strength in each person that we meet. So it's all about the inner hidden strength that all of us show sometimes and we don't show sometimes.
మహిళలు దేవతా మూర్తులు హ్యూమన్ లైఫ్ స్టోరీస్ ని ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ గా తీసుకొని పెయింటింగ్స్ చిత్రించినట్టు ఆర్టిస్ట్ వెంకటగడ్డం చెప్పారు. ఆర్ట్ అంటే పెయింటింగ్ ఒక్కటే కాదని ప్రతి పనిలోనూ కళ ఉంటుందని అభిప్రాయపడ్డారు.
Now that if you came and bought something from me and absolutely like obsess over it and wear it whenever you feel like it's my moment, it's my time, and this is what I'm going to wear white cotton that day.
Podcast that highlights the vagaries of 21st century living and how to hack it. I am your friendly neighborhood Shazzy, and there is this Madhuri Dixit film called Aaja Nachle, and उस picture का dialogue एक याद आ रहा है मेरे को, that काम समझ करके करोगे ना तो मुश्किल है, प्यार समझ के करोगे तो कुछ भी नहीं. My guest today is, I think, a living embodiment of that. To him, work is love, love is work. If there was one person who I thought is prime candidate to invite for the Shazzy M show and the 21st century hacks and all of that, it would be him. He is an out-of-the-box thinker. He is constantly trying to evolve, to grow. He is somebody who is a bit of a risk taker. He's a dear beloved friend. He is a poet, a designer and an artist, and he is Venkatgaddam. Hi!
Hello. Thank you for this beautiful introduction.
How are you today?
I'm doing really well. How are you doing?
Let me actually tell you, you are resplendent today.
Thank you.
You look stunning. And by the way, the artist and the art. Oh wait, hang on. The art and the artist, right? This is also a Venkatgaddam creation. And speaking of Venkatgaddam, Venkatgaddam, where is this name coming from?
So basically, when I went to college in Parsons in New York, and they literally do not know how to pronounce anybody's names. So I made up this name like Venkatgaddam as just a play on my name, as a fun thing that I could just kind of use. And I used to have a blog back in the day,
right?
Like Venkatgaddam, and I used to just type like, I think in general since 2011 I've been writing blogs. Just journal entries and stuff, and I would share it on this blog that I used to have, and that used to be called My Creative Space, and used to be called Venkatgaddam. And then years later, when I was kind of thinking of like opening my business and stuff, and then I was like, hey, what do I name it, and this and that. And my sister was like, you have such a cool name, you should just make it that, like this is a funky, cool name that people really respond to. And I think this is the beauty, right? You do something with love, you never know how it's going to turn out. Like even coming up with a name, like literally random people have come up to me and they're like, can you make a name for me? And I'm like, excuse me, like I do this only for myself. And you know that the natural, you know, beauty and love that you have for your own self and comes out so naturally. So I think like something that's made in a sense of fun turned out to be something that, you know, I'm known by today, which is beautiful.
And that's exactly how life should be. Whimsical and not taken too seriously. Fair enough. You know, you spoke a little bit about self-love and we're going to talk about that at some point. But right now I want to begin in the beginning. When were the first inklings of art entering young Wendy's life?
I think for me, I always say that art chose me before I chose art, which I think in a way art has held me all my life, in a way that nothing and no one has. And that's why it's such a sacred and a spiritual thing for me. It is not something that I do. It is something that just is. You know, so I know my mom keeps telling me how, you know, if she had to make me do something, she'd be like, I'll let you paint. And then I would negotiate you to do your tasks for the day. And she'd be like, oh, you know, if you were angry, if you were happy, you would just go and, you know, scribble and then you would just feel like better and stuff like that, which is crazy now when I think about it. But I think like that's just something that, and you know, even Pablo Picasso says, oh, everyone's an artist. It's just some survive.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's true because, you know, when I see anybody creating something, it's such a beautiful organic process that they all become kids, you know, we all become that person who wants to make this the prettiest thing that is possible, or can we, in what best way we can express it. So I think I also was a very silent person for many, many years of my life. And I think that I can only speak through my art. Now I speak through many other ways, but at that point I think art was my only form that had taken such a beautiful outlet and expression and became a voice for who I was.
Lovely. And you were 12 years old when you had your first exhibition.
Yeah, actually this is what I tell people. And I also had a smaller exhibit, like I don't remember, maybe I was 10 or 11 at home. And then my grandfather had come and inaugurated it. That was just like a homely thing. It was very sweet actually, because you know, we put up like a bunch of paintings at home and then just call like family and friends at that point. And then like, you know, like my siblings had like, you know, auctioned my artwork at home.
How cute.
Which is so sweet actually. This is the story that I haven't told people about. And then later when obviously I made more work and stuff like that, I had an exhibition when I was 12 years old. That was a more public one.
Right.
And you know, but then the Chief Minister, Rajiv Reddy, had come to inaugurate it. And I had like 100 paintings or 150 paintings or something like that, which was amazing.
So cute that you spoke about, and thank you for sharing that story that your granddad inaugurated your little exhibition. And I know that you come from a business and political family. One would just assume that they would have said that, you know, your natural progression, you have to join the family business, But here is an example of, you know, them coming together, rallying and saying, we're going to support you. And was it like that?
I feel like, you know, everyone around you can always see your strengths, can always see you shining. They can be like, oh, you know what, like all my siblings, you're always like, you know, I'm the youngest of 4. So they always like, you're the talented one, you know, you're so artistic, you're so gifted, you know, you have nothing. Me, you have it, all the, you know, things, and they always pride me on it. And I would be like, okay, but what do I do with this? Like, you know, because the world that we lived around had, I don't think I knew any artist or anyone who was like thriving, anyone doing something different. We never had any role models like that around me, at least. I won't say they're not there in the world, but so even I, without anybody even telling me anything, I would tell, like, you know, when people would ask people in school, like, what would you be when you grow up? Like, I joined family business. You know, very, very, very confidently say that, because I guess even at that age, there's a conditioning that art will not make you money, and this is not a real thing, it's not a career, right? So I think the biggest battles we fight are the ones that are ahead, and what we make from the world.
You're right. It's true.
And I think when I finally broke that for myself is when I was able to do anything with my life.
In fact, one of the reasons why Venkat is over here right now is if you're somebody who's standing at the crossroads of life, and if you're somebody who's so scared to take that plunge, or to start that business, or to upgrade, or to push out of your comfort zone and, you know, follow your passions in your heart, this is a person, and I know him closely, and this is a person who's managed to do just that. You just mentioned that art doesn't make money is the common stereotype, and you smashed that stereotype. How?
I honestly feel like, you know, sometimes it's very hard to believe that this is my reality as well for my own self.
Hello?
Because, and you know, I never became an artist to make money. I became an artist because that's what my soul was calling me for.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I have my own issues with making money and being a businessman and all that. But I feel like for me, it is a practice that is so true to me. That is the most honest part of me, my art. More than anything that I am and say, I people love me, but it's like to me, and like the only purest form of me is art. And I feel like it's beautiful that art is something that you know, do something with love. That's people who want it, people who want to buy it.
That's me!
You know, I don't want to be I think I'm actually really the kind of idea of
Behind the pole, girls. Behind the pole. Satya Vaibhavi behind the pole. Yes. Ma'am, good morning. Sir, good morning. Good morning, darling.
జస్ట్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్గా వెనుకలకి
బ్యాక్ సైడ్
వచ్చేసారు నాకు ఫోటోకి అర్థమవుతుంది తీసుకొని
Mami. What have you called Christy madam?
Christy madam. Christy madam.
Raju has to announce. Come have a seat. After the program, we will
Anybody come say namaste? Hey girls, anybody come say namaste? Okay, till then. What is that? Guest is not alive. Pravalika.
డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు కలర్ బార్ వేసుకో మధ్యలో నువ్వు కాళ్ళు కనపడుతున్నాయంటే లైవ్ లో తీసుకొని పోతున్నావు కదా
కలర్ అంటే అది వేస్తలే ఇంకా వేయలేదు అది లైవ్ వేయలేదు కదా అని నేను
డైరెక్ట్ పోతుంది
ఓకే
Why come again and added here? Go back. Yashashwini. welcome them also. Santoshi, ma'am, it's your responsibility. As soon as both the guests you have to go and sit there. Okay. Make sure they don't make any noise. Huh?
సరే ఏదన్నా మామూలు వీడియో నువ్వు తీసినది ప్లే చేస్తుంటారు లైవ్ పోతుందంట నెట్ ప్లే బటన్ నొక్కి
ప్లే బటన్లో వేరే ఉండే ఆప్షన్స్ అందుకో
లేకుంటే ఇవన్నీ ఇట్లా తీస్తాం ప్లే బటన్ రాదా నువ్వేం తీసినావు చున్నీకి రాదా
వస్తుంది
Announce like all primary kids those who are occupied chairs, they should ask our teachers to take them and assemble them in class. Okay?
వచ్చినా
I know. See, announce in the mind. Announce it.
వచ్చినాడు
Okay, all primary kids.
వచ్చినాడా మేడం
Stand there. Okay, a place and ask them to come.
రికార్డ్ సౌరెంట్లో
Kindergarten will be taking one Padma class. Okay?
ఇక్కడికే కవర్ చేయాలి ఆడియో చెప్తావు
your mom actually does this. Yeah. It's so nice to hear that in our exam and she was telling me.
Respected directors, correspondent, honorable chief guests, distinguished guests, respected teachers, parents, dear students, a colorful and jubilant morning to all. Art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life, said Pablo Picasso. And today, we gather in a space where that cleansing truly begins. A vibrant, heartfelt and jubilant welcome to each and every one of you present here. I am Rehan, and standing before this magnificent gathering, this constellation of distinguished guests, passionate artists, and true connoisseurs of art, I find myself overwhelmed with joy. There is electric energy in the air, a kind of magic that words can barely capture. It doesn't just excite me, it moves me. Look around. What a breathtaking ambience. What an infectious spirit that fills every corner. What a symphony of colors, emotions, and ideas that seem to dance around us. These are not just paintings or creations, they are voices. Voices that whisper, sing, and sometimes even roar, telling stories that words alone could never express.
Today, we are not merely spectators. We are travelers walking through corridors of imagination, pausing at moments of passion and witnessing dreams come alive on canvas. It is my profound honor and immense pleasure to welcome you all to this celebration of creativity. Montessori Golden Jubilee Art Expressions, a tribute to the boundless imagination and extraordinary talent of our young artists. Here, color speaks louder than words, and even silence carries a story waiting to be felt. So I invite you not just to see but to feel, not just to observe but to connect. Because today art is not only display, it is alive. Thank you. And once again, a warm and heartful welcome to all. Welcome to a celebration of expression, vision, and the boundless power of art.
It's my honor here to be part of this program, to invite and welcome everybody for art expression at Multi. On behalf of everyone present, I warmly welcome our distinguished chief guest, Venkat Gaddam Garu. We are privileged to have you at Multi for the beautiful journey of art. Sir, we are so moved by your gracious presence. I take this special honor to welcome respected guest of honor, Shauryu Garu. It is an absolute honor to have you with us today. Your presence adds great value and inspiration to the celebration of creativity. We are truly delighted to welcome our esteemed chief guest, respected Dr. Krishna Mohan Garu and Dr. Madhavi Lata Garu. It is a true honor and a delight to welcome both of the celebration of arts. We are deeply grateful to have such an inspiring couple among us. Thank you, sir, ma'am. We are not seen. And also special welcome to Ravi Prakash sir and Lakshmi ma'am. It is a profound honor to warmly welcome both of them. A very warm and a heartfelt welcome to our esteemed special invitee, Mrs. Aishwarya Garu from St. Joseph School, the daughter-in-law of Rojama Madam. Your gracious presence adds great value and inspiration to this art exhibition. We are truly honored to have you with us as we celebrate creativity and expression. Thank you, ma'am. A very special and heartfelt welcome to the esteemed heads of Montessori Group of Schools. Swarnalata Madam, the head of Vidyanagar and advisor. Shashikala Madam, the head of Yekyam Day School. Jyoti Madam, the head of Yekyam Residential. Meenakshi Madam, the head of Indus School. Neelakanteshwar sir, the head of Mines College. Srinivas Reddy sir, the head of Indus CBSE. Kiran Mai Madam, the head of Mines School. Your visionary leadership and the dedication to nurturing young minds truly inspired the spirit of this art expression at Monte. We are deeply honored by your presence as we celebrate creativity, imagination, and learning. Thank you all for being part of Art Expressions. It is a special privilege to welcome respected principal of St. Joseph School. We are elated to have you here at Art Expressions. Your esteemed presence enriches this occasion. Thank you. It is an honor to welcome respected principal of Sister Sarsila. We are so excited to have you here today for Art Expressions. Your esteemed presence radiates this morning. Thank you. A gracious welcome to respected principal of Athena. We are delighted to have you here today. A warm welcome to you, respected principal of Rich School. Your presence adds grace and inspiration to a celebration of creativity, and we are truly honored to have you with us. Hearty welcome to the respected principal of Edify. We are delighted to have you with us today. Thank you. I am extremely happy to welcome the respected principal of Kendriya Vidyalaya. We are so elated to have you here. Thank you. A special welcome to Ullah sir, the creator and the guide of entrepreneurship education at Montessori Group of Education. Thank you, sir. A warm and special welcome to members of Monte family, the coordinators, art enthusiasts, respected teachers, dear parents and my dear students. A bouquet of flowers and oodles of joy wrapped at Art Expressions waiting for you. Welcome all once again to Montessori Golden Jubilee Celebrations, Art Expressions at Monte. Without further delay, let us move on to the next event that surely changes the mood and ambience. Saria is coming forward to announce welcome dance.
Art finds its truest expression not only on canvas but also in movement. To celebrate this beautiful harmony, we now present a graceful welcome dance by our talented students of Monte School, an offering of rhythm, color and emotion to mark the beginning of this art exhibition. Let's welcome them with a big round of applause.
Art empowers students to think beyond textbooks. to express what words often cannot. And to discover these unique voices, their imagination meets expression and the learning becomes a joyful experience. To elucidate the significance of the theme, let me begin with a simple moment. A young boy once visited an art gallery and stood puzzled before a painting filled with the chaotic strokes. "I don't understand this," he said. An old artist standing beside him smiled gently and replied, "That's because you're trying to see it instead of feeling it." The boy paused. He looked again, and this time he saw something different. He saw a storm, a struggle, a story hidden. In that quiet moment, the painting spoke. And that is the power of art. Art transforms confusion into curiosity, silence into meaning, and the movements into memories. It is not just what we see, it is what we feel, what we question, and what we carry within us long after we walk away. Today, we are not merely inaugurating an exhibition. We are opening doors to imagination, passion, and expression. Art speaks where words fall silent. It carries emotions, dreams, and untold stories from one heart to another. As the greatest artist, Edgar Degas once said, "Art is not what you see, but what you make others see." These words remind us that art is not just creation, it is revelation. Art exists everywhere, in colors on canvas, in the rhythm of music, in the grace of movement, and in the imagination of human mind. Art is not a luxury, it is essential to human existence. It helps us express emotions we cannot put into words, connect across cultures, heal through its therapeutic power, and preserve the sense of who we are. As you walk through this exhibition today, I invite you to do more than just see the artworks. Experience them, connect with them, allow them to speak to you, because each piece here carries a voice, a silent language of passion, struggle, hope, and imagination. Behind every brushstroke lies a feeling. Behind every color are thoughts, and behind every creation a piece of someone's soul. Let this not be just an exhibition, but an experience that moves you, challenges you, and inspires you. Thank you.
Now, it is my proud privilege to invite our esteemed correspondent to address this august gathering on the joyous occasion of our school's Golden Jubilee Art Exhibition. Your presence adds great value to the celebration and creativity. I request you, ma'am, to kindly come onto the stage and share your inspiring words with us.
Ma'am, thank you very much for coming onto the stage. Your presence radiates the ambience. Thank you so much. It's an honor for me to take this opportunity to invite the Honorable Director Raju sir onto the dais. Sir, we are so pleased to have you here today with us to praise art expressions beyond the brush. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Your presence speaks a lot to us. Special welcome to Mr. Mohan sir. Your presence sir, it's really an inspiration to all of us. We are extremely happy to see you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to invite the visionary behind Venkat Godam, spiritual art practitioner, the triumph of hardship, the source of power of courage and self-expression, the legendary inspiration for art, whose famous inspirational quote includes, "Be courageous in life, listen to your heart, the answers are within you." Some people create art and some become part of it. Our chief guest doesn't just craft masterpieces. So embodies courage, creativity and self-love. Venkat Godam Garu, the visionary behind Venkat Godam, began exhibiting his art to acclaim at age 12. A graduate of the New School for Design, New York, and shaped by experiences from Milan to Manhattan. He sees art as a spiritual practice, a divine channel for courage and human stories. For Sir, passion and art aren't just aesthetics. They are an experience that demands attention, sparks conversation, and celebrates the loudest, most authentic version of ourselves. Sir, we are so glad and fortunate to invite you onto the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please join your hands together. Welcome, sir, once again. Thank you so much, sir. It's my privilege to invite a leader whose life has been dedicated to lighting the lamp of education in Rayalaseema. Saint Shaurilu Reddy Garu, associated with the administration of the renowned St. Joseph Degree and the PG College Colonel, is recognized as one of the key visionaries alongside Rojamma Garu, who has significantly advanced education in our region. Our guidance has shaped countless young minds, and the man's presence today adds grace and inspiration to our celebration of art and creativity. May I request ma'am to kindly grace the dais. We are delighted to have you here, ma'am. Thank you. Before the canvas comes alive, before colors find voice, we pause for a moment of serenity to welcome light into our midst. May I now request our esteemed chief guest, the director, correspondent, and all the dignitaries to come forward for ceremonial lighting of the lamp. A timeless tradition that symbolizes the triumph of light over the darkness, knowledge over the ignorance, and creativity over silence.
I request Madhuri, Akka, Lakshmi, Meena, Jyoti, please join for the lighting the lamp. Srinivas Reddy sir, Kajal sir, please join for the lighting. Swarna ma'am is there? Swarna ma'am.
Jyotirpaya Brahma, Deepa Jyotirjanandana,
I request all the dignitaries to kindly take your seats and they continue to be the guiding light for the program.
Sir, madam.
Okay.
Thank you all. Thank you all, sirs and ma'ams, for an auspicious reading of art expression.
Respected Shorilu Madam, it is our great honor to have you with us on this special occasion. May I now humbly request you to address the gathering and share your valuable thoughts on this art exhibition.
On behalf of management, staff and students of St. Joseph's, I am here to extend my congratulations and good wishes to all the Montessorians and especially to the three sons and daughters-in-law and the family for this magnificent work they have done in 50 years. 50 years is not a small thing. It is not, when we see this mighty university set for the younger ones, for the kids, it is really, what I should say, my heart is filled with emotions. Kurnool is very, very fortunate to have this kind of infrastructure, this kind of management who is giving a very good education to thousands and thousands of students. The way it has improved so magnificently, naturally it is attracting all the parents here. Really, we know how the staff are working, and especially the credit goes for the management. The first of all, we should think of the great lady who has sown the seeds of Montessori schools in Kurnool. Really, it is again and again I would like to repeat, this kind of work is not possible unless they have given out their commitment, their hard work, dedication. I can understand how they have worked day and night to develop this beautiful campus. I should say is nothing less than a university. Nothing less than a university. Because you see such kind of development right from 2016 to 2026, it is not only one type of school. All type of schools, they are developed with a good intention of giving holistic education. Really, the students who are studying here are very fortunate because you are looked after so well in this campus. So well in this campus. So, congratulations, Mr. Rajshekhar, Ravi and Dr. Krishna Mohan and their families and children for your dedicated work to the people of Kurnool. Really, our Mufassal areas, that is Mandal areas and village people, they are very, very fortunate to have this kind of school here where children can happily study without any sort of tensions, I should say. I'm little old, not little old, I'm 78 nearing. Sometimes I forget immediately and I forget to get the word. Sometimes some good words miss my mind. That's why now it is very nice that usually people celebrate 50 years golden jubilee, silver jubilee, all comprising in one day. But this idea of spreading these celebrations throughout the year is really very, very good, because you are giving encouragement to every kind of school, every kind of, for example, it was for general to see what all, how it had transpired to become such a big school, and then this art exhibition, this really, it gives lot of scope for the students and the children to put up their talents, to win appreciation of the onlookers and all that. Now today, because this is a art day, next to me is the biggest invitee. He will be taking up about that art itself. Sir, your dress, that itself speaks so much about you. It's really wonderful. On the way, I thought I will stumble, because I was looking at you, not following what is on the obstacles on the road. Really very, very, very thoughtful of you to dress up like that. I wish I would have worn a sari with such printing and all that today to suit the occasion. Whatever it is, I know you are going to mesmerize everybody with your art work and the address and all that. But I like to, because most of the staff are here, a small word of caution to you all. Usually in our schools, what happens, even the parents also, they're not interested about the artwork. మా వానికి ఎన్ని మ్యాథ్స్ వస్తుంది మార్కులు, మీ అబ్బాయి చాలా బాగా డ్రాయింగ్ చేస్తాడండి, వెరీ అప్రిషియేటివ్. దట్ డజంట్ గో టు దేర్ ఇయర్స్. మా వానికి మ్యాథ్స్లో ఎన్ని వచ్చినాయి, సైన్స్లో ఎన్ని వచ్చినాయి అని. They just don't care. But the thing is, you all know art is an expression of their feelings. మనకు 64 కళలు ఉన్నాయి. 64లో some performing arts, some are arts where you can really excel. మన స్కూల్లో every child has an inherent desires, inherent capacities. They bring out in different form. మనం స్కూల్స్లో వాళ్ళకి ఏం నేర్పిస్తున్నాము, ముఖ్యంగా డ్రాయింగ్, పెయింటింగ్. These drawing and paintings are really very, very important, which later in their years it will culminate into something of art. మన సబ్జెక్ట్లోనే కాదు, పిల్లల్ని కూడా ఎంకరేజ్ చేయండి. One word of encouragement goes a long, long way for the child to keep up that art, to keep up that talent. Another thing is, some performing arts, music, dance. They are very well encouraged in the schools, drawing and painting, and also we are also encouraging in the schools the debate, discussion and writing, skill writing. We have number of occasions where we conduct competitions for the children. They are all nothing but fine arts. They are all nothing but fine arts. ఇప్పుడు పిల్లలకు ఇంకొకటి కూడా నేను ఈ మధ్య చెప్తున్నానండి, బాగా మాట్లాడటం నేర్చుకోని. ఎందుకంటే రాజకీయాల్లో చక్కగా మాట్లాడే వాళ్ళు స్టేజ్ డామినేట్ చేస్తారు. వాట్ దే వాంట్ టు టెల్ టు ది ఆడియన్స్ దే విల్ ఈజీలీ దే విల్ టెల్ దట్. కాబట్టి గిఫ్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద గ్యాప్ అంటే చక్కగా మాట్లాడగలిగినది కూడా ఒక ఆర్టే. We are all encouraging debates, discussions and all that. We should keep encouraging in all these things. I think I shouldn't take much of the time in how we have seen the beautiful work on the way that students have done. This is a good memory for them. Naturally, all this goes into their photos and videos and all that. When they grow up, they carry with them all these good memories with them, and they feel happy. At Montessori, we did this, we did that, and all that. Now, once again, I congratulate and extend my good wishes to all the Montessorians, and especially to the management of these 3 schools which are established, and paying my homage to late Madam. I extend once again so I pay homage to Kalyanamma Garu, and she is there looking at all this mighty work, and she will keep smiling. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Gaini, for the invitation you have extended to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Such a valuable and a profound message you have delivered. We are really impressed. Thank you so much. I take the honor to request the Chief Guest, Venkat Gaidam sir, to deliver and inspire the gathering.
Hi guys, really happy to be here. I'd like to thank Radhika actually for reaching out and inviting me and chief guest to be here. And as Radhika, she spoke so beautifully. Actually, my grandfather also has a college and university, and I do know how much it takes to kind of pull together an event like this and have such a beautiful campus and such a beautiful way to spread love through education. I think that's such a powerful and beautiful thing. And when I was reading about the school, it was so beautiful that it was founded by a woman. So me being like, I grew up with a lot of women, so I totally believe that women are so powerful. And to know that late Kalyanamma Garu was the founder of this school was so inspiring and really brought a big smile to my face. So that she began such a beautiful revolution that lasted 50 years. Really proud to be here and to speak here. So thank you so much, Rajshekar Garu and Dr. Dayani as well. I think when I walked in today, it was firstly such a huge campus, and even though it's so hot, it's so pleasant and nice to just walk through and see all the students and all the artwork. I feel like such a beautiful time for me to be here and to learn from all of you. I just want to talk a little bit about my journey as an artist, and I think what she was saying earlier also, guest Kona, I think she was talking about how art is so important and how art is an experience and we all must experience it. I think that's what even Radhika and me were just talking about, how kids draw
from such a young age, and that's the first way that we learn to express. I think that's so beautiful. And I think I just remember being a really silent person, growing up. And art was the only way that I could kind of communicate and express myself. And I think I always feel like, I don't know who was there for me, but art was always there for me. And I always say that art was there for me before I was there for my art. So, so I think every emotion and art expressions, even the name, I think goes perfectly with me because, any emotion that I ever went through, art was sort of a beautiful companion and a communicator through that. And that eventually just became my identity, because when I was 12 years old, I had an exhibition and I had like over 100 paintings of mine. And I think that was such a creative and beautiful space for me. And I think for me, art also opens up a lot of windows of the heart and the soul and the brain also. I think when you grow up as an inquisitive child and an observer, which I think all of us are, and we should cultivate that way of being, we always should ask why we are the way we are. Why does, I always used to wonder why a man speaks and why a woman doesn't speak. Why do certain people get to sit somewhere and certain people don't get to? So I think it's always interesting to ask why and to be curious about life and culture. And art is a beautiful way to learn about life as well. And I think I've had beautiful role models, my grandfather, my mom, my dad. I think what I grew up seeing was to always give your best and keep learning no matter at what age. And be honest in your practice and always help others. And I feel like, sometimes we might not have role models around us, but they're always around us. Nowadays with the internet and we have AI, ChatGPT, we have, so many beautiful people who've actually realized their dreams. Just by, creating the art that they create, or the movies they create, or the businesses that they create, the startups that are going on right now in the world. I just feel like the world is such an inspiring place now, and I feel like there's so much that we can dream to be today. And it's a very inspiring space for me as well. Every time I'm stuck, I'm like, wait, there's so much more potential for me in this world to create. And I think art opened the door for me in that way as well. So yeah, I think even as growing up, I always, how she was mentioning how we always appreciate a child for, their mathematics or, English or science and stuff. And I think I never understood how to exist in the world because I don't know if I was a great student, but there's so much pressure to always kind of show it on a piece of paper and to be graded that I was like, hey, there's so many beautiful ways that art lets me be and no one is kind of appreciating that. So I think I was always confused about being on the right path. I think my mother was a huge inspiration to me because she also was very artistically inclined. And she kind of saw me singing and painting and she was like, we must encourage this. So I do feel like, what she was saying about how a small word goes a long way. I think it's so inspiring for a child to have that support from a parent. I also feel like nowadays, you can have that inspiration from yourself as well. When you were younger, I used to always think that it would be nice if someone appreciated it, but these days, we see people in their 40s and 50s leaving their careers and becoming stand-up comics or, changing their careers, going and studying something new. I feel like that's such an inspiring way, you can finish all your studying and still go pursue your art or still go and keep doing that. I feel like even women, the way I grew up seeing them, even the way they dress up, the way they dress their homes up, the way they dress their kids up, it's all art for me, I feel like art can be found in everything if you have an intention to look for it and to do it. So I do feel like whenever people used to appreciate me being an artist as well, I used to feel like, hey, everybody can create, everybody is always creating. So I feel like all it takes is an intention to be and to connect to it. Even in terms of my practice, I feel like it's very spiritual. I have never planned any of my artwork. I feel like I just sit down and I connect with the universe and it just flows through me. And I feel like if we all could do that, I think that would be a beautiful place to kind of be in. And I think something that I've learned, Radhika was also talking about how do you make art a career and things like that. I feel like for me, I don't know what creating the right path is or what the right way to survive in the world is.
but I do believe in giving your best to every experience. And I think that, I had a job as well earlier, and I always used to question myself if I'm doing the right thing or the wrong thing, and I think I'll be like, am I wasting my time? And I think the most beautiful thing is that you're never wasting any time in the world if you're giving your best. Because each learning course takes you to the next step and always adds such a beautiful layer to it. I feel like, the more you execute your dreams, the more you execute yourself, you become more confident, and you will learn so much along those mistakes as well. In fact, obviously we will learn more from our mistakes than, our successes. I also wanted to talk a little bit about being a child. I think I always grew up as a very nervous, cocky, bullied, scared child. And I always used to think that, maybe I was wrong or that I was not in the right path. But I think what I've realized, even as a child and even now, is that we're all meant to be different. And I think we all have to accept ourselves the way we are. And when you accept that and you give your best is when life really rewards you. And I was talking also about how, you don't really have to wait for permissions from the world. I think for me, when lockdown happened and I was like, hey, this is what I want to do, I think that was the time when I stopped looking for validation from others, and I think I really listened to myself. This is a little bit spiritual thing, but I do feel like, the more we listen to ourselves and we're more honest with ourselves, we stop looking for permission and validation from the outside world, whether it is your parents or your friends or anybody outside of us. And I think then I got a really strong urge to just be like, hey, this is what I want to do, and I will face the consequences of whatever follow. And I think this is the beautiful thing about dreaming, is that you can always dream, but it comes at a cost. And all you have to know is that you can deal with the consequences. I think it would be beautiful if we all could just know that nothing is impossible if we actually want to do it. So even then, when I wanted to become an artist and just pursue this, I was like, I don't want to wait for a gallery to come and approach me or to sit and fight that race of getting in here and there. I was like, I'm going to hire a space, I'm going to put all out my artwork, I'm going to do it my own way, have a vision for it. I think you have to have that burn to do something. You have to have that kind of fire in the belly. And I think once I did that, it kind of really established who I was as a person. So I guess we should stop waiting for the world to kind of, applaud us for the next step. That's what I've learned. And I think, starting something is really beautiful. Because, it has so much of beauty and passion to it. But it's not easy to always sustain it. So I feel like, when you kind of start showing up for yourself, the opportunities start finding you. And I truly believe this has happened in my case as well. Because, when I started, I did the first exhibit and I was like, I want to create a line of fashion pieces. It really kind of started selling, and I was like, hey, this is something beautiful that I've created that is kind of starting to do something on its own. Like Karan Johar, kind of bought a jacket of mine. I met Anil Kapoor at a party, and he kind of just followed me very effortlessly without trying to. I guess if I had planned these things or strategized them, it wouldn't have happened. So yeah, so many people have worn my work now across the last few years. I think it's also I was literally on Instagram and I got an invitation to participate in a contest. And I eventually won that. I won the best designer, menswear designer. I got an opportunity to go study in Milan. I got a scholarship. Another thing was Royal Enfield kind of reached out and we did a collaboration together, which I think was such beautiful experiences for me to experience. And I think as a kid, you keep thinking, if I create something, is it going to have worth or value? And I think when you sort of start and put your foot forward, the universe kind of responds to that. And I feel like for me, these were the ways the universe kind of showed up for me when I was showing up for myself and giving my best. So that was, I think, a huge learning for me. Another thing I think I asked myself in lockdown was, if I die tomorrow, I want to create something that's truly mine. And today when I've kind of done something and sort of moving forward with that, I feel really happy because, when I create something, when we all create something, it lasts beyond us. It can inspire somebody, it can inspire someone to see life in a different way, and I think that's so beautiful. I think for me it's very important to be aware, honest and authentic to ourselves, keep learning and dreaming big. And I think for me, we have enough ideas in the world. All we need is execution. I know difficult to like host an event like this, how much follow-up you need to kind of do, and I think when you have that dream, you actually work towards it. I work best when I have a dream or a goal. So, you know, when you kind of put your mind to it, you just kind of start to pull all your strings together and you really make things happen. And so beautiful to see a manifestation of that through this college and through this event as well. So all I would like to say is the world's an oyster. It's your oyster. You don't need any permission to start. So I hope that we all can live our most authentic and beautiful lives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. An extraordinary, exceptional, and insightful thoughts sharing. We're extremely elated and grateful to have you. May I take a moment, and may I request all of you to spare a moment to give a standing ovation to the extraordinary speech delivered by the chief guest. Thank you, sir, and thank you all. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. Now it's the time to appreciate and recognize the talent of art. Literally, it's a felicitation. A felicitation for the art teachers. May I request our esteemed dignitaries, the correspondent ma'am, director sir, and the chief guest, and the guest of honor onto the stage to felicitate the art teacher. Behind every stroke of color here, there is a teacher's creativity, hard work, patience and vision. It is our privilege to felicitate the passionate, dynamic and intellectual art teacher, Mr. Sudipto. Sudipto is the director of today's art expressions. Sudipto was born in 1976 on Jan 15 in Kolkata. He is a postgraduate in fine arts, a passionate teacher and a hard worker. He is the art teacher at Monterey for the last 3 years. I request all the dignitaries on the stage to take a moment to felicitate. I also take.
So it's an honor to felicitate our art teachers who have contributed so much to the Montessori group of schools. Among the best things of lack of time, we are inviting the most outstanding, long-standing art teachers. And you all know by now who is the first person in line with us, who is being dedicated a right hand, a heart of Kalyanama Madam. Kaja sir, I request you to come onto the stage. Please come onto the stage. And I also request Ramakrishna from Vidyanagar School, who is also in the school past premises from 32 years, I believe, if I am not wrong, in the school. He is third generation helping the Montessori management. And I request Sudipto, who is the art teacher of Monte, for which you are going to see his exhibits with the support of students, which is being exhibited. So Sudipto sir, are you here? Yeah. Thank you so much. We'll have the felicitation now. request all the remaining art teachers of the other schools also to join us. Please come onto the stage. Drawing and art teachers, please come onto the stage.
Raja sir.
May I take the opportunity to request Raja sir onto the stage?
I request the dignitaries to stay back for a few moments because we have to honor the chief guest. So I request Shaulu Madam to honor and felicitate Mr. Venkat Kotak. I request Lakshmi and Madaka, please join us.
Thank you, sir and ma'am. We are truly honored to have you here at Monte. Your presence has magnificently influenced and changed the ambience. It's a wonderful seat to see for all of us, people with enormous experience in teaching and with outstanding knowledge in art together on one stage. And being part of this program, it's really a pleasure for everybody. We are so honored and impressed. Thank you, sir, and with all the dignitaries, we are extremely happy for spreading the movements. Now let's move. Moving on to the next program, ceremonial opening of the Golden Jubilee Art Expo. Moving on to the next program, let's not keep the art ready. Before releasing the most awaited Montessori Golden Jubilee celebration Monte art expression, I would like to take a moment to tell you something. Please listen. I request every one of you take my words to heart. Today you are not just visitors. You are detectives. Your mission is to find out one artwork that makes you stop, one that makes you smile, one that makes you go hum. Before leaving, find one artwork that confuses you, one that makes you excite and cheer, one that you would secretly want in your home. Come tell me, or the artist, you will feel about the art you view. Your compliment gets my heartfelt applause and a photo with the artist. Ribbon is to cut, formally the lighting of the lamp was done, but the real opening happens now. In your eyes, in your thoughts and your smiles. We declare art expression of Monte, the Golden Jubilee celebration on. Guests and visitors, the canvas is no longer silent. Step in, wonder, question, connect and reflect. Walk slow, look close, feel free. The exhibition is all yours. Please enjoy. Let the art find you. Enjoy the exhibition of art exhibition. Thank you.
కొద్దిగా ఎల్ఈడి లేదా
ఉంది, ఇది ఎల్ఈడి పెడితే ఇది రాదు. అవు ఇది ఓపెనింగ్ అయిపోయి పైన ఎగ్జిబిషన్ స్టార్ట్ అయినాక అప్పుడు వాయిస్ వస్తుంది. కొంచెం లోపల సార్ ఏసీ వస్తున్నారా సార్?
With all good wishes to the Montessori management and for children to flourish in the art.
గెస్ట్కి అడ్డం పోతాడు సీను.
పైన పైన కదా పైన వెళ్తారు మేడం, పైనకి వెళ్తారు మేడం. పోతే మళ్ళీ
All these in the pottery, చేసిన తర్వాత
హలో ఎవ్రీవన్, నా పేరు వెంకట్ గడ్డ. ఇంకా నేను ఈరోజు చీఫ్ గెస్ట్గా వచ్చినాను. అమేజింగ్ స్కూల్ ఇలా మాంటే ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్కూల్ కర్నూలులో. ఇంకా ఇక్కడ 50 years సెలబ్రేట్ చేస్తున్నాం ఈ స్కూల్.
డోర్
Sorry, madam.
मम्मी को आपने खाई भी
And he is Ravi sir. He goes to middle school. Hey, where is your work? Sir, photo. Hey, children, come here now. Yes, come. Rahul ji, okay, come. Radhika, come and join, please. Join. Come now.
Looks almost like
fun and students who are proud.
Teams are very deep. Very deep, and I don't think it's like crash and they need support from the teachers and guidance.
Okay, children, come.
Come on. Okay, sir. ఆ రూమ్లో టీచర్లు పేరెంట్స్ చూసేది తీసుకో అంతే. కెమెరా బ్యాగ్ తెస్తావా ఫ్లాష్ దాంట్లో వేసుకోండి రా.